Tuesday morning, and ain't God good, and won't he do it? Oh, yes, he will. Oh, yes, he will. I know y'all probably said, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, it's Tuesday morning, right? Another beautiful day, right? And I want to go back in the day when I was with my coworkers, and we did a podcast on Never Would Have Made It. You had to sing the hook and say who you could have made it with. You know what I'm saying? And they said, Lee, I don't want to sing the song. No, sing the song. You don't have to be the best to always give your best. Just put your best foot forward, right? But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with a white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. Yeah, look. Oh, man. Everybody got somebody that said, man, you know what? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So let me do it. Like I said, never would have made it without my wife, without Phyllis. Man, she is my everything. You know, when things are going south, you know, she gives me back to going north. You know, we having a rough day at work. When things are, you know how it is when things, like what I always say, the perfect storm. She's that cool glass of water. You know what I'm saying? And everybody needs somebody in their life that can help them ease the storm, you know, because home's supposed to be a safe place. You know, I know y'all probably thinking, Lee Craft, what about your mother, your sister, your brothers? Oh, yeah, they hold my foundation. They hold my foundation. But as you get older, right, and you grow, and you get married, you become one. You know what I'm saying? And some things that mama, sister, and brother can't do that your wife can. You know, they are without them, if you know what I mean. We all got somebody in our lives that we say all the time, I couldn't have made it without you, you know. And you got people that you went to school with, process anything about you, man. You got me through a tough time, you know. But I just want you to reflect back and just think back on somebody that was in your life that you said, man, it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here today. It wasn't for you, I wouldn't have some of the things that I had. It wasn't for you, I would have been, you know what I'm saying? We got that. You know, sometimes people have grown apart, and people say, I don't know what happened. A lot of times we do know what happened. we know what happened and stuff, but it's just life, though. It's just life. You know, when I think about Phyllis, the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs and stuff, man, like I said, talking about a strong person. And for years, I used to think about the Bible, right? And I said, man, the Bible got so many stories in the Bible and everything, man. Could everything in the Bible be true? Then as you start to live it, you start living your life and everything, you say, you know what? Yeah, the Bible is right. And I know somebody's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, good people. That's the thing. You know, we sometimes, we see certain things, people not come to our lives, man. That person, I want somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? In my life. And people do want somebody like that in their lives. So they'll try to take what you got if you ain't careful. That's just reality of life, right? But now a word from my sponsor. Hey, this is Lee Craft, the host of What If Podcast. I'm here in Price Tax Service. And Larry, what makes your tax place different from everybody else's?
Well, Lee, I tell you, honesty, integrity, and personal. And one of the things that we do, we make an analogy of your taxes to see some things that you hadn't been done before, ask questions. And so that might improve your bottom line from where you have been going recently.
Price, give me the address and phone numbers.
My address is 415 East Shelby Drive in the Whitehaven area. My telephone number is 901-435-6575. My cell number is 901-828-5422. Don't think twice. Call Price.
And y'all heard from the man himself. If looks tax is done right, don't think twice. Call Price. Price Tax Service. Thank you. And we're back. Look, people. We all got someone in our lives that, man, like I said, man, just your grandmother, your grandfather, but you know, they instill in us that foundation. But like I said, some things dealing with Phyllis, like that, for our children and everything, have become a better man. Like I said, we got all girls, right? She said, Lee, you can't talk to the girls that way. I said, why can't I talk to the girls that way? Well, Lee, you coming from a man's perspective. You know, you got to be a little soft on certain things. And I'm like, I ain't think about it that way. You know, but I do understand. You know, because a daughter love for her father is different from a daughter love for her mother. So it's like, oh man, why me? Why me? But now, people, I just want you to just take time out your busy day and just think about that person that got you over those humps in your life. You know, like I said, Phyllis, man, like I said, you know, when you come home sometime, man, you just been beat down at the job and everything, man. She said, "Come on, let me bring some bath water. You know, let me rub your pretty feet." Yeah, I said pretty. My feet ain't like I've been walking on coal all my life. But you know, those kind of things that make a man just say, "Man, you know what? Thank you." And it reminds me. I took my daughter to school one morning. I was headed back to the house, and I stopped at McDonald's to get me some breakfast. And I saw this older man behind me, and I can turn around and look at. No, I love to chat with anybody. I never met a stranger, right? So we're sitting there just talking for a minute. And I saw look at his eyes and everything, man. He was sad. When I said sad, I mean sad. I said, "How you doing, pops?" I said, "Day's just not a good day for me, son." I said, "What's going on? What's going on?" I said, "Oh man, my wife, I've been married for 40 years, man. Like I said, you know, she's gone now, and I miss her." I said, "Really? That's okay." I said, "Tell you what, let me buy you breakfast." "No, I got money, son." Pops, I said, "I ain't actually had money." And I said, "Let me buy you breakfast." So I bought him breakfast, and we sat down and we ate. I probably sat there about 30, 40 minutes, eating our sandwich and everything. And he told me about everything he was going through, what he went through. He said, "Son, I don't think I'm gonna make it." I said, "You have to make it. You have to, because death is part of life." And we sat there and talked for a minute. He said, "Man," he had to go see a psychiatrist and everything. And he said that they told him he got to start doing things differently. So if you get up they used to get up every morning at 5 o'clock. And the psychiatrist told him, well, either you're going to have to get up at 4 or get up at 6 or don't get up at the same time. You have to change your whole routine because she's no longer a part of your life. And me and that man talked for a minute and got ready to go. He said, "Son, thank you." I said, "For what?" "Taking time out of your busy day to talk to somebody like me." I said, "It's no problem. It's no problem. I just hope somebody do me the same way when they look at my face and see my eyes that I need somebody to talk to." He said, "Thank you." And that old man, he had tears in his eyes. See, that's what we do, people. You know, we got so much power inside of us to do good, and we always in a rush to go here and there. I had some things I need to do, but God brought me there for a reason. I need to talk to Him, because you never know. He could have been contemplating doing some harm to himself. But ain't that how God works though? Huh? I never would have made it. Huh? That's what I'm talking about, people. You got to have that in your life. You can't be ashamed or afraid to help people when they're going through what they're going through. I've always said, that could have been me. Huh? That's what I say. So, like I said, good people, think about the show this morning. Never would have made it without who, and found out who their who is. If you're their who, you couldn't have made it without. Y'all got into some problems. Y'all stop talking. Bridge those gaps. Because ain't no problem that big you can't bridge those gaps. I don't care what it is. You can bridge those gaps if you want to. Huh? Is it going to be hard? Yeah! It's going to be hard. But not impossible. See, God said, just call on Him in your time of need. You know, you got sisters not talking to each other. You got brothers not talking to each other. You got fathers not talking to his sons, so on, so on, so on. The list goes on and on and on and on. I feel like I'm a rapper to the break of dawn. But that's all I'm saying, people. Find that person. Tell them thank you for always being there. That's what I do every day, you know. Tell my wife, "Hey, baby, thank you for always being there." Tell my sisters, my brothers, same exact thing. Thank you. Some of my partners too, you know. But, oh man, to know somebody got your back. And when you're doing wrong, they're going to tell you the truth. And the truth is something else. Truth can make you better. Gonna make you better. I hope it make you a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, Then Lee Craft, this is my podcast, What If? If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people. If you want to have a real conversation, have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God thank you. I never would have made it without